Hi knitters, welcome back to Rena Knits.
This is the pattern that we're going to learn today, a rib zigzag pattern. So you could see it here like this. This is the right side, and then this is how it turns out on the wrong side. So basically, whether it's right side or wrong side, you could use the pattern either way, which makes it really interesting. So you could basically use it on a scarf or a hat, reversible hat, or sleeves, sweater, anywhere, blanket. You could use it pretty much on anything. So it's a very simple pattern, but there's only one uniqueness to it, so I will show you how. The only thing you need to know is purls and knits for this particular pattern. So we will start with row 1. For row 1, we start off with a purl. So our first stitch is a purl. Then we knit. But we knit the second stitch before the first stitch. So, and from the back. So you will take your needle from the back, knit, and then come back from the normal way and knit the first stitch. And then take both of these stitches out. And then again, purl. So we'll do this again. You will knit from the back to this on the second stitch, and then you will knit the first stitch, and then take both of these stitches out, and then this one is a purl. You will knit the second stitch from the back, and then you will knit the first stitch from the front like normally you would, and take both the stitches out, and your next stitch would be a purl. And I'll do it one more time. You will knit your second stitch from the back, and then you will knit the first stitch from like you would normally knit. You would take both the stitches out, and then your next stitch is a purl, and you will continue this till the end of the row. And my last stitch is going to be a purl. This is your first row. So you would basically repeat that pattern for the right side, row 1. Row 2 is just the opposite. In this case, rather than knitting, we're purling, but our first stitch is going to be a knit. So we'll start off with a knit, and then we're going to purl. We're going to purl the second stitch, but in this case we're just going to purl regularly, but we're going to purl the second stitch first, and then the first stitch. And then take both the stitches out. So knit once the first stitch, and the next 2 stitches we're going to purl the second stitch first, and then purl the first stitch. And then remove both the stitches. And we're going to keep repeating this till the end of the row. last stitch will be a knit. So these are the 2 rows that you will continue till you get the length that you want of your pattern. But it's just a 2-row pattern that you can continue on to get this particular pattern to appear. And this on this side.
If you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. And if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos on knitting projects, knitting ideas, knitting patterns, and much more.